Hey guys, welcome back to our reaction to Better Call Saul. Today we are watching Season 1, Episode 5, Alpine Shepherd Boy.
Always with those quirky episode
titles.
titles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Last episode on Better Call Saul.
Yes, we had the billboard incident.
We had the whole hunt for
Jimmy.
The people who were camping.
Mm-hmm.
And that whole situation where they were being threatened, you know, and then in this episode, or the last episode, we had the billboard incident, which was just absolutely hilarious. And now we are continuing in a direction we have no idea, but I have already discovered, like, it probably is going to be the case in the same way with Breaking Bad, that they're not going to be diverting from the same snowball effect of this story. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, I don't know why going into it again, like assuming that this couple was just there for like a scene, and then they show up again, and then they show up again, and then it continues and it continues, and you're just like, where are we going? Like every moment counted so far, you know, in the story. So I'm sure that, you know, that's how it was with Breaking Bad, and I'm sure that's how it will continue to be with Better Call Saul. So
it's true. Yeah,
our episode 1 of Better Call Saul released today on YouTube, and so we're very excited to be on this journey with y'all. What have you been appreciating about it?
Well, it feels done with similar level of intention as Breaking Bad as far as the filmmaking goes.
Yeah. The
tone is much different.
Yeah.
Which is enjoyable.
It's pleasant.
It's
more pleasant.
A little bit of a lighter note, at least at this point.
Yeah, it's happy-go-lucky compared to the end of.
It feels different, but it's nice
Bad.
in its own way.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, like you don't really know when something is mentioned or like some character shows up, like what situation they're gonna be in later on.
Exactly.
Because it's like you never imagine the level of chaos.
Recognize that this was going to be an important character moving forward.
Or craziness. Yeah. So I'm excited. Let's find out what happens.
All right, let's get into it.
If you like this video, be sure to like it and subscribe and leave a comment letting us know your thoughts. Also, you can get the next 4 episodes and full-length uncut reactions over on our Patreon. So go check it out over there. It is a great group of people that is growing all the time. So without further ado,
let us get into this episode of Better Call Saul. Cheers, my dear.
Cheers. Got our strawberry matcha. So good. Drink of the summer. That's the house that he took the newspaper from.
Is it?
Yeah, there was the $5 bill with the rock.
Oh. And was that right at the end of the last episode? I think the last episode ended with that.
Oh, she called the cops.
Space blanket.
He was just like in a coma for a second. Oh, gosh.
Sir, we'd like to talk with you for a minute. Could you open the door, please? Look, we know you're in there. You're casting a shadow through your peephole. All we want to do is talk.
I'd prefer not to, officers. I have a condition. I can't go outside or be exposed to what's out there.
You were able to come outside to steal your neighbor's newspaper.
I've left $5. The cover price is 50 cents.
Did your neighbor consent to sell you her paper?
Officer, let's talk about something called probable cause.
Oh, in the state of New Mexico, there was a 2-part test to determine whether police officers...
Oh, no.
Dude, what's he doing?
Hey, Tommy, come around here, would you?
He's just talking.
Check this out.
This guy needs help.
A whole lot of camp stove fuel.
Oh,
Is he coming out, or are we going in?
Oops.
No.
You got 10 seconds to open this door or it's coming down.
Definitely.
Couldn't you just say come back with a warrant?
Definitely no tasers. I can't emphasize that enough. Deal?
I guess, do they have probable cause?
I'll give the paper back.
Then? What they would guess is probable cause? Wow.
He
All right, then.
needs help. He needs some exposure therapy or something.
Yeah.
Yeah?
James McGill to see Mr. Richard Sipes.
Is he getting clients? Could have invested some of his money in a new car. He hasn't gotten that far yet. That's a, like, armored vehicle. What the heck?
This is my assistant's car. My Mercedes is in the shop. Yeah, I ought to give him a raise, you're right.
Jim, I saw you on the TV. That billboard thing. You believe in the real America.
Whoa.
Freedom, self-sufficiency.
I do.
When I see a man like you driving that foreign ship box of a car,
Well, see, actually,
it's a sign a good man can't get ahead today. It's a damn travesty. That's what it is.
well, that may be, Ricky, but I refuse to consider myself a victim.
Jim, I think you are just the lawyer I need. Because I got me a case. Major, I say a major case.
He shot all these animals
Are
like
you
in
ready
Africa or
to clear
something.
your calendar?
He's a poacher. Is that what that is? A poacher?
A hunter.
A hunter.
Ricky,
No,
I'm all
it's animal
ears.
poaching, right?
But that's illegal.
I want to secede from the United States.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
I got 1,100 acres of
Oh,
property.
his face.
Self-sustaining with solar
That's so
power
sad.
and wells. A sovereign state, immune to the business-killing regulations
Oh my gosh.
of the country in which it geographically lies. We are going to be America's Vatican City.
I'm your man.
Of course.
Let's do this. Let's show them.
Hey, this guy's got money.
Yes, we are doing this.
That is so
Now, it's
funny.
not going to be easy, sir. I mean, the government is going to fight us tooth and nail. Thousands of man hours. I mean, years of effort.
Are you ready for that?
Me? I say bring them on.
Let's talk turkey. What's your rate?
450
Yeah,
an
it's
hour.
illegal
Right,
hunting.
right.
So you're assuming that he did that illegally.
Maybe.
The hell with hourly. I want you on retainer. How about 1 million even? 500 up front and 500 when we're done.
That's not that
A
much.
million. That seems fair.
Would you like that in
Is
cash?
it? I don't know how that works. I mean, if he's talking about years,
Yeah.
I have no context for lawyer fees. But he's like, whatever, I'll take it. What the heck?
He's like, I made it. He's like, he thinks he's about to get $500,000 just right on a tray, on a platter. What?
Yeah, I don't know. This guy's probably done illegal stuff.
This is weird.
I don't know what's going on. The music.
He's just gonna, what? I don't. Oh. That's
Tax-free and backed by the full faith and credit of the sovereign Sandia Republic.
hilarious. I don't.
No.
That's
Son.
ridiculous.
Oh no.
You are getting in on the ground floor.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, this guy. Oh.
He just leaves. That's amazing. That was so funny.
Where are you gonna spend that?
Mr. McGill, hi.
He didn't take the
Thanks so
job,
much for
clearly.
coming. Roland J. Cox. Roland. Please, come on in.
He's going on
Oh,
his,
thank you.
he's looking
God, what
for
was
his
it like
job
climbing
that
that
he
billboard?
wants.
Must have been pretty scary, huh?
That actually will
I
pay
needed
him.
help, that's all. You know, if I could do it, anybody could.
So, here we are. And patent law is something you...
Oh, yeah. In fact, I do so many patent cases, I should probably just go ahead and specialize already.
Every single one of these is going to be like a joke.
It's my idea of a lifetime. If Fisher Price or Play School ever got their hands on this.
Suck it. Suck it.
It's a toilet. If Fisher Price
He's
ever
Michael
got-
Scott.
I may have seen
know.
one of
He
these
had
before.
so many toilet ideas.
Not like this.
Inventions.
This one has this little unit I've added. This is my invention. Do you have children?
No.
My wife and I have 2 boys, 4 and 6. Toilet training them? Nightmare. They just didn't want to use the commode. So I wired a motion sensor to a voice chip, and no sense getting all technical, but it's all about positive reinforcement. Tony the toilet buddy. This is how he works.
Oh, yeah, that's the way. Gosh, you're big. You're so big. My goodness, look at you. Fill me up, Chandler. Put it in me.
Chandler's my youngest.
Oh my
Loves it.
god.
Give it to me, Chandler. I want it all.
What?
Anyway, go ahead. You get the picture.
No!
Yeah.
So, what do you think?
It's a little sexual, maybe?
Sexual.
What?
What is that?
Suggestive, maybe? Maybe that's a better word. Look, I'm not saying
Oh,
this thing won't
this
make you
guy.
rich. I mean,
Oh no.
some of your wealthier Pacific Rim nations, they'll love this, crazy bastards.
Specific recommendations.
I created this for children. Children, understand?
Well, hey, Viagra was originally invented to treat hypertension. Well, look how that turned out.
You're completely disgusting, you know that?
Hey, buddy, you're the one with the sex toilet. I hope you do make a fortune, because Chandler's gonna need it to help pay for his therapy.
Oh my gosh. What the heck was that? Oh no.
Full body cringe.
People are so funny. Oh my gosh, one of those.
Yeah, this is an interesting cast of characters for sure.
I found the Alpine shepherd boy.
See, again, I think of The Office.
With the Jack Black.
No, come back.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Yeah.
Lily, please! Lily, stop!
No, you just stay put.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, so she collects these figurines.
Now, the shepherd boy Hummel, that's gonna go to your nephew Clarence?
As long as he finishes college. And no matter what, I want the toe-headed twins to go to Reverend Lawrence's grandson.
I just had a weird moment
Don't
where I
you mean
totally
Reverend
resonate
Hayes?
with him right now.
Reverend Lawrence's grandson
And I'll
is
explain it
going to get
afterwards.
the,
I don't know if you're following me.
angel,
But
he
I
was in
totally
the choir.
resonate with him.
Very sharp, Mr.
Okay.
McGill. And here I thought all lawyers were idiots.
Huh, no, only half of us are idiots. The other half are crooks.
If I were 40 years younger, I'd have you buy me a pina colada.
Well, if you want me to draw up a DNR, I'll bring a blender and some pineapple. I hate to do this, but I do need to bring up my payment. My fee is $140.
It's pretty cheap. I mean, I guess it makes sense. He doesn't really have a body of work to, besides his
20,
public defense.
40. Shall we continue, Mr. McGill?
Yes, we shall, Mrs. Strauss.
He's like, I did it.
He's so happy.
We should all be the same size. Size of the big toe. That one I can do.
That would look
Yeah, that
so
would be
weird.
attractive.
People's toes were like that.
So, how's it go again?
Oh, you're huge, Chandler. Oh, where does it end? Oh, don't stop, Chandler. Don't stop. Ooh.
Stick with the law.
Yeah.
It actually doesn't look that
Really
bad.
Lighting the world on fire in that department. 2 wills and I started a living trust. Whoopee! Old people love me.
Maybe you've got a future in elder law.
Think I could handle all that glamour?
No, I'm serious. I've thought about getting into elder law myself. I watched my grandmother at the end. It's awful what people have to deal with. Insurance companies, my scumbag cousin stealing her savings and her pain meds.
I resonated with him because the amount of times that I've sat down with prospective
What the
clients,
hell does he want?
and you're just like, this doesn't really align with.
But
like,
you're
what
having
we
to
do,
entertain
but
it.
you just have to entertain it, and you don't really understand what they're saying. And
No.
you're just kind
I mean,
of
I
like smiling and
haven't,
nodding. Anyway, we can talk about it more after.
Oh my God, when? Yeah, okay, I'll see if I can track Jimmy down.
It's your brother.
It's Chuck.
Oh my gosh. This is so creepy.
Hey, can you talk to me?
You can't do that. All of this needs to stay on.
No electricity. You understand?
Sir, I need you to get down from there.
What the hell kind of torture chamber you running here? He's allergic to electricity.
You heard the doc. Get down now.
He is this patient's brother. Please, listen to him.
Yeah, hey,
Let's go.
Hey, Edwin, hold on a second, Edwin, sir. You ready to calm down now?
Yes, his name is Jimmy, and yes, he is gonna calm down.
I need you to say the words, Jimmy. I need to hear it from you.
I'm calm, okay? Calm.
Okay, so
These
tell
manhandlers.
me about the electricity.
Hey, look, I know how it sounds. But it's real. My phone, stuff, anything with a battery in it. He can't have it near him.
Hang on.
So he fully believes this is real.
Okay, that's it.
Maybe.
I have no idea what's
Like
going
a
on.
real condition, not, or I don't, by real
Maybe
I
he's just,
mean.
it's mental.
Okay.
He knows it's
What the hell
mental.
happened to him? Why is he here?
Apparently, it started when Charles stole his neighbor's newspaper.
He never leaves the house.
I don't have all the details, but the police found him in a very agitated state, confrontational and incoherent.
How come you didn't call me? Why did I have to hear about this through my brother's prick of a law partner.
The only contact information we could find was a business card. In my opinion, Charles should be committed for 30 days of psychiatric observation.
Yes.
As a family member, you can submit a petition for him to be evaluated. There's an excellent facility in Las Cruces. He can be there
Las
tomorrow.
Cruces.
I'd rather not.
Oh.
Hey, buddy.
Those of you who have been with us for a while remember our Las Cruces story.
Yeah.
We shared
Mr.
in our
McGill?
Breaking Bad.
My name is Dr.
Watched
Cruz.
through.
Do you know
You
why
can
you're
go
in
find
the
it.
hospital?
I wasn't
It was a little
incoherent.
intense of them.
They just weren't
No,
listening.
seriously.
Like,
They
It's
tasered
totally,
me, Jimmy.
totally wrong of them to
kind
do that.
of crazy that they do that.
Kim?
I'm sorry, I can give you privacy.
No. It's all right. Stay.
Howard called me. He's very concerned about you.
How are you feeling now?
Do you have a phone or a page or anything with a battery?
I don't think so, babe. Oversight. Can you tell me a little more about your situation?
It's not a situation. It's a condition.
Yes.
Electromagnetic hypersensitivity. For reasons unknown, my nervous system has become sensitized to certain frequencies of electromagnetic radiation. The closer I am to such devices, the worse my symptoms.
Which are?
Burning sensation in my skin, sharp, cold pain in my bones, muscle fatigue, heart palpitations, blurred vision, tinnitus, vertigo, nausea, shortness of breath, general...
Everything.
Yes, it hurts.
When did you first experience these symptoms?
Must have been almost 2 years.
2 years.
Wow.
That's a long time to live with discomfort.
Oh, there it is. You think I'm crazy. You're very polite, but you think it. Otherwise, you wouldn't be talking about commitment.
You find that idea distressing.
I find it inappropriate for a person suffering from a physical condition. Anyone who's spent more than a few minutes with me knows that this isn't some kind of delusion. Wouldn't you agree, Kim?
Of course she does.
Well, I'm not a doctor.
You've known me for the better part of a decade. Have you ever seen me exhibit any sign whatsoever of mental illness? See? If I thought for 1 second you could cure me, believe
What are you
me,
supposed to
I'd
say?
jump at the chance. But with all due respect, psychiatry doesn't have the answers.
I'd very much like to try.
You might as well spend a month in a wood chipper.
You should have
I
someone come to his
understand
house.
your
Make
frustration.
it
Yeah.
like
I do.
Right.
easier.
You're obviously a highly intelligent man in
He is.
difficult circumstances.
He is like very. You can
May I ask
tell he's
you
very
a question
intelligent,
just
but he's
for
very
my own
disturbed.
interest? How do you meet the needs of daily life? What do you do for light? How do you prepare food?
I use white gas lanterns. For cooking, I have a camp stove. I have a large cooler I keep filled with ice. It's not ideal, but I make do.
Well, thank you. Would you mind if I took a moment to speak with your brother?
Jimmy,
Oops.
That is so sad.
Oh no.
I want to go home.
Oh, poor guy.
That was a dirty trick.
That wasn't a trick, it was a demonstration. This allergy to electricity isn't real. It's a manifestation of something deeper.
I'm not
It's a
saying it's
psychotic
100% real,
psychosis
okay?
thing,
But
I
Chuck
mean.
is smarter than you and me put together, so we're not talking.
gotta
him
just
out
tell
of
him
this, and I'm not
The
sending him to
mental
a
is part of the
rubber room.
physical.
No
It
one
affects
is
your
talking
body.
about rubber rooms.
He's seen specialists, okay? The best doctors from here to Denver. None of them help, not one.
So you're ready to give up?
I'm the one doing the heavy lifting here. That white gas he was talking about, who do you think brings him that? And milk and bread and toilet paper and ice and every other damn thing he needs.
Is that helping or enabling?
Ooh, true.
If you testify in a custodial hearing, he can get the help he needs. That's in your power.
To be committed involuntarily, he has to be a danger to himself or others.
And he is. Coleman lanterns indoors, a camp stove. He could burn his house down or the entire neighborhood. What if he just hurts himself in a household accident? How does he call for help? You have the power to help your brother.
Good doctor.
Ignoring this won't make it go away.
It's true.
What would you do?
All I know is he needs help.
You can't keep living like this.
Untie him. I'm getting him out of here.
I wonder if it has.
The nurse will bring you the release forms.
I wonder if it has connections to like symptoms of schizophrenia or like what it would be classified as.
Because
I
it's
know
an
like
imaginative thing.
Because it's like in a, you know, yeah, it's like in sort of like paranoia
Yeah.
and like
Jimmy?
I don't know.
I
It's
found it.
interesting.
I thought I'd wait till you got here.
How's he doing?
Better, resting.
Good. I want you to know that I've talked to the DA, and he absolutely will not sign off on any commitment papers. This is a physical condition, not a mental one. Chuck is of sound mind. I think we can all agree on that.
Of course you don't want Chuck committed.
Why would I?
Because if Chuck were committed, then I become his legal guardian and I cash him out of HHM. You know, the tanning bed must have melted your brain if you think for 1 second.
Guys, Chuck.
This is gonna make him change his mind.
Yes, let's stay on point.
I was on the fence till you showed up, but thanks for helping me decide. Wave bye-bye to your cash cow, because it's leaving the pasture.
Wow.
I'm committing him.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of sad that he wouldn't do it on his own.
Wait, Jimmy, wait.
Just to help his brother. Because now it's like a power move.
Listen, I agree that Chuck needs help.
I just want to see that son of a bitch sweat.
See, it's
So
like not about his
obvious what
brother.
he's afraid of taking my brother home.
Oh, maybe he was just saying it?
Oh, he didn't mean it. Dang. So complicated.
What did
you
he
want something to
read?
eat?
What did he read that
tea,
like
cup
turned
of
him on
tea?
to this level of paranoia?
Coffee.
Yeah.
You know, he read
Coffee,
some
coffee
article
it
in a
is.
dentist office or something about
Jimmy,
EMFs, and then it
I'm
like
gonna
just
need.
planted the seeds or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, the cops ruined his door. So rude. It truly speaks to the power of the mind.
Yeah.
Like the placebo effect. It's wild how you can induce.
Called into question like the power of placebo. Like if like he found it like. If they like made a doctor who would like, here's a pill that you would take and it would cure,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
he'd be like perfectly fine.
People do that. I mean,
Yeah.
like that's
Right.
there's treatments that are basically like that
You took
actually
the paper.
work.
You saw
Crazy.
this. You got sick because you saw this story. Whenever you think I've done something wrong, something questionable, you get worse.
I didn't get sick because I read about you in the paper. I got sick because I went out of my house to retrieve the paper. I'm too tired for this argument, Jimmy.
You think this is the return of Slippin' Jimmy, but it's not.
All right.
I'm kind of starting to specialize in elder law.
Elder law.
The things the elderly have to deal with. I mean, relatives coming after their savings, telemarketers, reverse mortgage scams. I mean, getting old sucks. From here on out, I'm going to play by the rules.
As any lawyer should.
Exactly. I'm on the up and up, okay? I will be good. Slippin' Jimmy, he's back in Cicero, dead and buried.
He takes off the thing.
Where you going?
Somebody's gonna make that coffee.
Now he's fine. I was gonna say the nocebo effect is the opposite.
Nocebo effect?
Yeah, it's a negative effect
sure
based
the
on a
truth will
perceived
come
threat
out.
that you
Indeed,
can
that's what
induce
we're all in.
based on your mind, your beliefs. You can induce
I
negative
know
physical
everybody in this
states
courtroom has strong feelings
if you
about
believe
Nicholas
something bad
Barron's
is
past.
happening, which is
I submit
basically what he's
he is
experiencing.
not on.
Oh my gosh. What was this show was called? Matlock, I think.
Light blue or cream?
It's an old show.
Blue.
It's like Spider-Man making his spider outfit.
So much
Blue
yellow,
Single
yellow
pocket.
lighting.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. No.
Oh, he was watching an old show.
He's dressing up like Matlock.
That's hilarious.
His new place of business. So much Jell-O. It's unfortunate that they all have food dyes in them.
Yeah. You've made Jell-O before, right?
Yeah, you can make healthy Jell-O.
I mean, have you made it for us?
Yeah, like Jell-O gummies.
Yeah, that's right. Oh!
No!
That's amazing.
Hello there, James McGill. Fine.
My gosh.
Just fine. And how about you?
Very good. What we got here?
He is such a performer.
Such a
Trying to
showman.
get
He
away.
has his costumes.
Enjoy the Jell-O, the bottom.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, who's the banker here? That's the only one I want to talk to. There he is. Young man.
Reminds me of
Yeah,
Harold
watch out,
Hill
that's my
from The
wheel
Music
rating.
Man. Like this guy with a lot of showmanship who was like a
Beautiful
con man.
today. Wait a second.
I
Is
mean, I
that
guess he's
Veronica
trying to get
Lynch?
their honest business,
Give me
but
a hug, beautiful.
still, it's the vibe.
Yes, you look great today. Hey, there he is, the man in the booth. John Wilkes Booth, Booth Tarkington. What you reading there? The complete
John Wilkes
annotated
Booth.
book of rules for parking
Weird timing.
validation?
No. The rules for parking validation are actually pretty simple.
Well, you'll be pleased to know I have the requisite stickers.
Be still my heart.
You can have this as well. I'm doing elder law now. Need a will? Call McGill. So, give me a call if you you happen to know any elders.
Good night.
Couldn't have a bad one if I tried.
No grace period. The sign. This is interesting. He works there all night.
Different shifts.
Always the diner.
Yeah, what a throwback.
was interesting. Interesting. Is this when he starts thinking about his granddaughter?
Maybe.
And like leaving money for her?
Yeah, maybe. Oh.
See what I mean?
Because of the money situation.
Mm-hmm.
And because of what Saul said,
Mm-hmm.
made him consider the fact that he's getting older and stuff.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
I'm just saying. It is a cute house. Is that the same place where he lives?
Down here in the hall and everything.
I don't know.
Gee, you wouldn't hesitate. I can't sleep nights.
Well, why don't you take some?
You what?
A long way from home, aren't you? You and me both.
I'm confused.
What the heck?
What was that? That was
Okay.
confusing. I already mentioned it to a certain extent, but it so resonate with the sitting with someone that you don't really know what they're going on about,
Or like a phone call.
or a phone call. Yeah, the amount of we run a business, and the amount of times in the years that we have run our business where it has been that case where I feel like I'm on the phone with someone that doesn't really align, or I've been called, someone has wanted to orchestrate a meeting, and I come to that meeting and they are communicating in such a way that you're just like, one, I can't follow with what you're talking about. You have all of this, like you're speaking in such a way that assumes I have the knowledge, this assumed knowledge of what you're saying. And then also like what you're asking for is not exactly what I do. You know what I mean? So anyway, it's just the one after another of like going to these like leads, and you feel like kind of disappointed or kind of weirded out by the end of it.
But you can't show it.
But you can't show it because you have to be professional, and you're just like you're not going to stop it right in the middle, and just be like, you know what, it's just not going to work. Like, yeah. Anyway,
So funny.
Thankfully, that doesn't happen as much anymore, but it has happened.
Yeah. Good episode.
Lots of interesting things. So the
Interesting
EMF thing is
Yeah.
absolutely psychosomatic as we anticipated. Very
So
strange how that
crazy.
works.
It is wild how that.
But why? Like,
How that
why
happens.
is it that way? Like, why do you have so much power over your body
It's incredible.
in this really, really strange way to where you're convincing yourself that you're having issues?
Yeah.
Your brain is receiving the signals, supposedly, that there is a problem, that you're like dying.
Well, I mean, it's even with the like social contagion of like young people and social media giving themselves like psychiatric disorders or mental conditions that they are creating for
Right.
themselves, basically mimicking other people, especially young girls, when they see, because there's a social aspect to it too.
Yeah.
And they see other people going through something, and then they start to convince themselves that they have it, and then they create the actual symptoms of that thing. Yeah, it's so crazy because
It's wild.
you would think, even just from like a biological or evolutionary perspective or whatever, like how would that benefit us for survival? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of strange.
Yeah.
If you just think of it on that level. But there's many levels to it, but it's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I think everyone has experienced that to some extent. I think some of it is just the idea of like, even as being nervous for something, you can give yourself a stomachache, or, convince yourself, when you have a symptom, then you go on WebMD and then it's like you're dying, and then you start convincing yourself, oh no, like I have all these conditions. But I'm curious if anyone has experience with something as serious as that, and like what's that like as far as like, have you witnessed that, or like how do you go about someone who's like it's the thing that makes it difficult is the like belligerence, or like the resistance to, like, they're so sure they're not,
right,
because to them it's either like this is 100% real or I'm crazy, not like this is real because I am creating the situation and I can get help.
Yeah.
But it's like they're not willing to work with you to like figure it out. It's kind of, it's difficult.
It's very strange.
I have some distant family members who have had schizophrenia or like different things like that, and I just think it's very interesting to observe. Like, it's the mental health realm is very fascinating to me.
Yeah.
I think they portrayed it in a really interesting way with like the ethical dilemma of like, what do you do? Do you keep enabling this? Or Marley?
To what extent do you enable it?
And, you know, how do you work with them to not like traumatize them further?
Right.
By like just forcing them against their will,
right,
where they feel like a prisoner. But it's like you can't keep living like this.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Yeah, lots of manhandlers in this. The cops and the guy, like,
yeah, people were being really aggressive.
Yeah.
I feel like that was uncalled for, the cops breaking in.
Yep.
And it was kind of ridiculous.
Right.
They were just like, oh, propane tanks.
Of course.
And a weird wall. Let's burst
ridiculous.
through the door and tase this guy.
My
like,
goodness. It's
honestly
insane.
That was uncalled for. But I loved him figuring out his little Slip and Jimmy routines. Yeah, this part with Mike at the end was like what's going on with that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I want to continue.
Just setting up some stuff.
I don't want to delay. Let's just continue into the next one and see what that's all about. And then we can finish our kind of prolonged conversation afterwards.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching along with us. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment letting us know your thoughts. Go check out our Patreon for the next 4 episodes and full-length uncut reactions. And we'll see you next time.
We'll see you then.